The astronauts were able to capture some of the organisms that attacked them the previous night, and they were trapped in a confinement where they will be analyzed once the astronauts get back home. The evening of the next day, the astronauts made a fire using some plastics and papers that were wastes, placing the items in a metallic bucket and ignited it, and then they sat round the fire. "What could you be doing when we arrive on Earth?" Dave asked John. "I will be taking my wife on a vacation and spend quality time with her," John responding while staring at the flames of the fire. And then John asked Dave about what he will be doing, and Dave replied that he will be taking his wife on vacation. "My wife was pregnant before I left for this mission, and I suppose she will be giving me children as the doctor said she is carrying twins." "A boy and a girl," Dave replied, smiling to himself. The crew members congratulated him, and Maxwell was asked by Ernest what he will be doing after the mission, and he said he will go and live with his son in England and start a life over there that he believes his brother must have made good use of the money the government has paid them. "Well, as for me, I'm getting the latest hooker in town," Ernest responded while standing up and making a gesture, pointing both hands to his pants. The crew members all went into laughter and continued their chat. Then, Maxwell came close to John and whispered to him if he thinks his wife will still be faithful to him. "Well, I'm not the only married man here. Dave is also a married man, and he is going to see his wife and children too, so I shouldn't be the only one worrying about my family," responded John as he squinted. Then Maxwell tapped his right shoulder and went to the ship to pass the night. The others joined him later on. Early the next day, Chen tried contacting NASA head office, but to no avail. He was still trying when Ernest suggested to Maxwell that they go see what the planet has for them. Then the two journeyed carrying their guns as they hiked the desert. "I still don't understand something. We are able to breathe in this planet, which means that there is enough oxygen present in the atmosphere of this planet. And from what I'm observing, this planet atmosphere is similar to that of Earth. And just 2 nights ago, those organisms attacked us, meaning that life actually exists on this planet. Then why can't we just find them? Not even a plant have we seen in a planet that looks like a second Earth," said Ernest as he strolled down with Maxwell. "Perhaps there is civilization beneath this ground, and that's where the aliens reside. And don't forget that the atmospheric chemical composition of this planet fluctuates. I almost died of apnea when I first took off my helmet in this place, remember?" responded Maxwell. "Right now, we are the aliens," said Ernest with a grin. "I feel like climbing one of these mountains," said Maxwell. "You won't get a medal doing that, you know," responded Ernest. "When we are back on Earth and we tell people that a planet that is habitable exists, I'm pretty sure it won't take up to 10 years before it will be inhabited by humans," Maxwell said. "And I will be the one to direct them to this place," said Ernest as he smiled. "What are you doing?" Ernest asked him, looking at him at a diagonal plane while Maxwell was busy trying to get his balance, as he has started climbing one of the mountains. "Climbing as you can see," responded Maxwell. Ernest just stood where he was as he observed him struggling to get to the top of the mountain. "Don't forget you need to exert more force to climb that. You are not on Earth, you know, and you will need a parachute in case you miss a step," Ernest told Maxwell jokingly. "But I won't be needing it." Maxwell responded after about 46 minutes. Maxwell got to 1/3 the height of the mountain and settled for a few minutes in a ledge as the mountain was only 60 feet high, and he decided to come down. "I thought you want to reach the top?" Ernest asked. "Not today, because I'm very hungry at the moment, and I'm having the feeling as if I'm carrying a brick of stones on my back," replied Maxwell as he headed back down. When Maxwell finally got down, he was completely exhausted, and started shouting for joy as being the first man to attempt climbing an extraterrestrial mountain. John, Chen, and Dave heard his voice, and John shook his head. "They must be having a good time over there," said Dave, and John replied with a "yeah." Then he continued reading the book he was holding. Maxwell and Ernest soon returned from their adventure with nothing new to talk about their adventure, other than Maxwell being super excited to climb an alien mountain. "Hope you didn't lost your son's picture?" Ernest asked Maxwell. "That's impossible in the first place," replied Maxwell as he grinned. The two joined the rest of the crew members and they got some meals. After eating, they slept in the ship till the next day.